Yes, that is the game of capitalism. Okay? You have to know how to play in order to win. It's not my fault that you're a loser.
That feels really mean.
Life's cruel, man. Nature is cruel, and this is the system we've built. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fruits of it.
How do you feel sucking off the poor?
As I try to explain, we don't suck off the poor. The poor suck off us. Yes, that is the game of capitalism. Okay? You have to know how to play in order to win. It's not my fault that you're a loser.
That feels really mean.
Life's cruel, man. Nature is cruel, and this is the system we've built. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fruits of it.
How do you feel sucking off the poor?
As I try to explain, we don't suck off the
So
poor.
guys, this is exactly
The poor
what I
suck
call
off
the
us.
cancer of Wall Street, as my teacher says. The problem with Wall Street and a lot of these financial market institutions which are run by these traders and all of that is some of these people, not all, some of these people I've met think that they are invincible. They are gods. Because hey, my bank is doing trillions of dollars of business every day. We are running the world economy. Yeah, fine, you are. Thank you very much for doing that. But these people think that we are cockroaches. We, I mean you and me, yeah, common people. Yeah, non-Wall Street people. So I'm not yet Wall Street guy, so I'll take myself as common guts. And they consider themselves as the kings because in a way they are. Not gonna lie, guys, not gonna lie. A lot of the finance that happens in the world, like a big chunk of it happens through these people. Big banks, like, can name them here for fiduciary reasons, but some of them actually move trillions of dollars every single day. Perfectly fine. They are bigger than some of the governments of the world, literally like 95% of governments of the world. The problem here is there's this mindset of us versus them in these kind of people, as you saw here. It is dumb money, which is you and me, because they consider us as dumb people because we are not, this Harvard grads and, in suits and talking really good English. And English is not even our first language, so you get that point. So they consider themselves to be the elite, which is fine in the head. And they consider us to be the commoners, which is fine, their perspective. And they think that every time they gamble money, like they did in 08, which led to the financial crisis, and then in 09 and 2010, these people got record bonuses. You can check it out online. Some of them even got bonuses as big as $200 million. Yeah, just for gambling other people's money and getting bailed out by the government and pushing 35% of the world population into danger of extinction and then getting record bonuses for that. Like, this is the beauty of Wall Street that I'm seeing, guys, is profits are always privatized and losses are always socialized. So when they lose money, we all lose money, even we have nothing to do with them. But when they make money, they only make money for themselves. Like I said, the bonuses of Wall Street. So there's this great movie called Dumb Money, I guess. And where this one guy, a commoner like you and me, defies these big people with deep pockets and technically overturns the entire markets. Well, it was a black swan event, which means once in a lifetime or once in a generation opportunity because these hawks are so big. But it was, and it showed you something that no one is invincible, no matter how big and great they think themselves to be.
Well, I haven't really thought about it. We have some very good people, as you know, but I have the best poll numbers I've ever had. I mean, I just solved 8 wars, and a 9th is coming. I believe Russia, Ukraine will happen.
For 2028, they're very good people.
This guy is funny, yeah?
Well, we have great people. Well, I don't have to get
Funny
into
as
that,
heck.
but we have one of them standing right here.
Okay.
We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against us.
All right.
I think if they ever formed a group, it would be
So, guys,
unstoppable.
great thing about Trump is, I know, a lot of things he's done is not that cool, but the great thing about Trump is loved by the markets. Back in 2016, when he came for the very first time in office, and even now in 2024, the great part about him is the markets love him. Because he's capitalist, New York born billionaire, so on and so forth. So the market, resonates with them. One more thing about whether he runs for the 4th or 3rd term or not doesn't matter. If there are legal technicalities or not doesn't matter. The 3 years he has right now, like we are in November 2025, so he technically has almost 3 years, 3 months, something like that. So the time he has, this is the time for the markets to reach all-time high, just like we are in right now. And for your information, the S&P 500 is just a few points away from 7,000 points. The S&P 500, which is the market index for the American stock market. Most of the markets are at an all-time high, including the Nikkei, which is the Japanese market. Now, why is that? Very simple. See, markets like optimism, guys. Markets like certainty. I'll give you an example. If you and I are going in a forest, and we know the path and we know the destination, it's easier for us to travel. Number one, we'll save time. Number one, we'll be happy, joyful, la 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 la, enjoying the rain, enjoying the forest, and doing a great thing. The markets are similar to that. When you give good things to the market, like Trump did with tariffs and then fixing tariffs and then talking to President Xi Jinping, so on and so forth, doing tariff deals with China, markets loved that and the markets jumped and the markets reacted. But when Trump did something shitty, like he did on 10th of October 10/10, like he tweeted, I'm going to put 200% tariff on China, which was like a, maneuvering move, the markets went nuts. And the crypto markets liquidated literally $300 billion within a few minutes. Like this man tweeted in the middle of the goddamn night and the markets reacted like crazy. Cryptos have nothing to do with Trump. Literally, cryptos are an independent market, but it did react. Why? Because markets, whether it's crypto markets, whether it's commodities market, stock market, any market, they don't like uncertainty. And when the biggest leader of the planet, the strongest man on the planet, gives us an uncertainty to the markets throw a fit. So that's a very big thing. And even if Trump, if he does runs for 4 more years, what will happen is the optimism and the euphoria that we have around AI and around rate cuts, which just happened a few days ago, are just going to keep fueling the market. Now, whether it's going to lead to a recession or a correction or anything like that, that's a different paradigm. That might happen, that can happen. But the bottom line is market like money, Trump likes money, money likes money, that means Trump likes market, and the markets like Trump, and vice versa. So that's a very important thing you should take care of in the next 3 years.
We're fine. I want to see if you can even buy.
Jim
Hooked it
Cramer.
up an eighth. IBM August 95 calls.
Okay.
I want to offer you 1,000. I want to offer you 1,000. I want to offer you 1,000. Yes, double down, double down. I want 10 more thousand.
Pfizer, 70 and a quarter, it's X. We get the dividends.
Sold.
A new faith is sweeping the country, gathering strength by the day.
It's 25. It's 25. Okay, it's 25.
Over the years, as a financial reporter, I've watched money manager Jim Cramer turn into one of the market's most avid missionaries.
Colgate. Get me. There are 1,000 stocks out there that could make you rich, totally independent of what you do for a living. All right? If you had bought Merck in the 1950s,
Guys, there's a very interesting thing about
just
Jim
bought
Cramer. It
10,000
wasn't
shares of
Twitter. I
Merck
don't know if that
instead
account
of
has been
buying
taken
US
down or
savings
not.
bonds,
There
you
was
would
an
not
account
ever
called
have
It
to
Was
work
Jim
a day.
Cramer.
46.75-bit Cascade?
So there was this
I
trend in
believe
the
that stocks
markets
like Bristol Myers had
when
to
Jim
exist
says on
100 years ago. There would have been no
CNBC,
marks. There would have been no
buy, you
communism.
sell.
Because what's happened is
And when he says
these stocks
sell,
have made
you buy.
many millions of people rich.
If he said buy Apple, you sell Apple, because for some stupid goddamn reason Apple got dumped that day and that week, literally. If he said buy Microsoft, you sell Microsoft that day because it got dumped. You will not believe this, but I read this somewhere. The Jim Cramer literally thrashed Tesla's IPO when it happened back in, I think, in 2011 or 12. And you see what Tesla did, whether you agree with the founder or co-founder or not, doesn't matter. But stock has done really, really well, I guess. And most of the people who hold the S&P 500, which Tesla is a part of, and the NASDAQ, well, it has done some pretty good job, specifically in the past 8 to 9 years. So that was Jim Cramer. One thing about Jim Cramer that Mike, he just said, because he used to work at the same place where Cramer used to. And he said, the thing with Cramer is he's one of the 2 smartest guys who has worked in this specific big investment bank unnamed in here because of some reasons. And he said he's very sharp, very sharp, cunning, and to the point, can sell very well. I guess that's the reason why he's been on television for like decades, I guess. I think he's 69 or something. He's funny, yeah. He's funny. Mad Money, he's a funny guy. And also to the fact, obviously he's knowledgeable, he has a lot of wisdom. And see, if you depend on people like Cramer or, I don't know, Dave Ramsey or someone like that for advice and tips, tips and these things do well. It's literally like asking a 70-year-old engineer and you as a non-engineer at 22 or 23, hey, what should I do in my life? Like, he can give you really good generic advice, but he cannot give you niche-based specific advices, I'll give you an example. If you're a value investor and you go to a guy like Cramer, who's a growth investor, I guess, he he can give you advices, like basic advices, hold for long, buy low, sell high, blah, 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 so on and so forth, the Wall Street old wisdom, but he cannot give you like handhold, crazy, pinpoint advices because it won't work. Because your niche is different, his niche is different. And specifically, you should never trust anyone when investing, not even me. Just because someone is talking fancier and dresses up better than you doesn't mean they know everything. Guys, the best part about life is the people we think are pros, like experts, even like, someone who builds rockets without having a degree in rocket and anything like that. None of us are experts. We are just all dabblers. Some of their experiments have done very well, which you see on television of these people. Some of them have not. And the people who have tried a lot have got a lot of successes because if you look at the failure to success ratio, for every 100 failures, they've got 5 or 10 successes. So all you and I see is successes. So even if you or I try, I'll give you an example, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm doing machine learning right now, you and I can be the best machine learning expert on the planet in the next 2 years if we have, like, I don't know, if you solve 1,000 or 2,000 algorithms on that. So it all depends. It's just a game of numbers, whether it's stocks, whether it's equity, whether it's anything. It's a game of numbers. The more chances you take, the more arrows you shoot, as one of my friends from India said, the more your success rate is going to be. That is the bottom line. Now, that doesn't mean you can load up 3,000 stocks in a portfolio. It doesn't make sense. Load up 3, but take your time. I don't know, take a month to do the research. Know everything about the stock. Know everything about the founder. Know everything about the company and everything like that. Know everything about their customers and something like that. Be the best guy or the best resource on that stock on the planet. And then invest. Simple. Listen to yourself. Nobody's smarter than you. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.